Hi, today we're going to discuss about gender identity, uh, which is a sensitive matter as I know. That's why I want to bring it on table. Um, and it is something that we discussed earlier in our class, in our course, with our presenter, Sam. And I know you already have lots of literature about gender identity. That's why I'm just going to make this quick and the one that I think interests most as our part being educator. Um, Sam explained to us there are two specification of genders. One is gender mandatory, which is for example, I'm Asian. It's something that I was born with it. I'm Asian. I have black hair and I have black eyes and I have a certain feature of body um, as as um, as general Asian has. So and there is gender preference that do I act feminine or do I act masculine? Do I like pink or do I like blue? That is the preferences. And of course, uh, in the society, there is a social norm, which is um, usually identify those gender as their benchmark. For example, if you're male and if you're Asian male born in Indonesia, then you have to act masculine and you have to like blue and you should know something about soccer. But if you if you're not, and there is something called friction, and that's what we're gonna explain about it today. Like what behind me, I already make a, a table. It's square and divided by 4. And in here, if you can see it, I wrote masculine and feminine on this box. And this is the sex. Oh, sex is not same as gender. Male and female. Now, if you're male and you act masculine, then you meet the requirement that society that identify as social norm. Then you have no problem. But what happens is sometimes if you're male, but your gender preferences that you act feminine, and that is can have um, potential friction, and because it's not it's not two ways um, between gender uh, preference and social norm that that society can can categorize as acceptance. Now, as we discussed earlier in the class, how our role as an educator to create the environment that's safe and have maybe lessen the friction so our students, our learner could learn just focusing on the learning. So what we can do to reduce the friction, maybe not in society and in his but we can create a class that's safe for our students, that that they don't have to have internal potential frictions. So that was the biggest takeaway for me that day, and we've talked about we discussed lots about a lot of example and what we can do to provide uh, the conducive environment for those kind of situation. because um, however our as we all believe our learner are came from a different kind of background, different kind of prior knowledge, and this is identity, also something that we think helps um, them to be a better learner. For example, if their prior knowledge or their background are from China, maybe it's easier for us to link our curriculum to Eastern uh, Eastern tradition um, for our learner, and so on and so on. Yeah, I think that is the biggest part of it, and thank you for watching.